Collective channel. What you're listening to right now was given to me early 2020 by my friend Aaron. Aaron visits the channel as nude ants sometimes, and I was talking about this track in my last show. And I couldn't remember the title. It's clever though. Land of 10,000 Loops. That's a play on the land of 10,000 lakes here in Minnesota. I'm going to focus on some made in Minnesota stuff today. I mean, I can't attest to to its entirety that it is made in Minnesota. But perhaps that I know that the artists live in Minnesota. I may have bought the record from them. Or Neil has. And he may have bought the record and had it shipped over here because the release was only happening across the pond. But I'm going to dig in his crate here and see what I'm going to bring up for you next. Quite a bit of this left. 10,000 loops. This one has been New Dance, bringing us through the land of 10,000 loops. Maybe I'll get to the last 6 minutes of that at the end of the show here. Welcome to the Light Lunch, a little thing I do once a week on the Twitch streams about right now. It is close to the Christian winter holiday. Had a good solstice yesterday. It was pretty chill. Planning on doing lots of eating and lots of sitting around for the next weekend. Some exchanging of gifts with my family. I anticipate being warm and feeling blessed. I hope you do too. So, there's a few people in Minneapolis who've done events that were very regular and had a huge impact on our dance music community. And one of those people is Jeff Loading. He goes by Jeff Swift as an artist. Not sure how he came about that name, but he has himself a record label. He also is the curator of the infamous House Proud. Not infamous, but infamous. No. House Proud used to take place at a location called Honey that I had, attended. And that place is not open right now, but probably will reopen as a club because it's a basement club, but it's a pretty decent space. What Jeff did there, packing it in every first Friday of the month, was very impressive to me. And I was fortunate enough to get to play there just before the pandemic, like literally the first Friday of March. And it was a very formative experience for me. Thank you, Jeff. But I constantly watch you pour your energies into these creative efforts that I'm blown away by. So here's Moody, the first track off his most recent EP, the Next Ones. So Nice One is the label, and this is the Next Ones EP. I'd say house music, kind of tech house, but with some funk added in. That's Jeff Swift's new EP. Next one. Jeff's created one of those kind of events that everybody knows you can go there and there's going to be great music all night. And it was like $8 or something when we closed down. I think he might have raised it up to 10 now. He started doing the event again at the Beast Barbecue the first Friday of every month. Event's a little bit shorter right now, but we'll see where things go when things open up a little bit more around here. You know, in another year or so, whatever. Thanks for bringing your ears around and visiting us here at the Headspace Collective. My name is DJ Miscellaneous. Really, it's just Elaine. But I play a lot of different stuff. And right now, I mostly play, house music. I like a lot of house music. A lot of the time. But I also play a lot of other things. Anyway, today, a local focus, Minneapolis-based house music and such other electronic productions, probably. I'm trying to think if I'll play anything that's not electronic. We'll see. It's a challenge. I'll be looking through my files here. Maybe I should have prepared a little more, but I think I can do this. I think I can do an hour of Minneapolis music. I might have to take off my other turntable cover. I don't know. This next one is from a group called Auto Club, which is the merging of Autokinetic and Midnight Music Club. Autokinetic being Mike McClure, Midnight Music Club being Craig Lambert. We asked one of them to play further in our dome because we did this like chill area kind of thing, space at this outdoor event. And the other one was like, well, I want the other one to play with me. So they worked together. I can't remember who it was we asked first, but that was how Auto Club came about. And it is a very funky project. I've enjoyed DJing after these fellas. And this track is called Confused. Uh-oh. Where is it? Thanks for sticking with me here. We love ya. We appreciate ya. See, the overhead cam tells all. But that's okay. Because we all make mistakes. Come on. It's how you live with those mistakes, how you work with those mistakes, and try to remember not to make them again. Really. With Confused, and this next one is just the Midnight Music Club portion of Auto Club, and I don't know the track, but it's on Lucas's record. Lucas was a DJ who passed away, and the producer of this record spent his last days with him, so this is for Lucas. The theme is Minneapolis music. Here's some Minneapolis acid. Hi, Neutral Identities. Speaking of Minneapolis acid, hola, Steph Mills. Not to be confused with Stephanie Mills. Love you, Steph. I'll see you soon. Craig Lambert, otherwise known as Midnight Music Club. A Minneapolis house music show would not be complete without Kajunga. We'll see how many Kajunga releases I actually need to play, because there might be a few. I've loaded up the other deck here, and this Kajunga record, I've already written on it in pencil, and now I'm like, why did I do that? Yikes. Anyway, this one is Ryote's release. Ryan is a stand-up guy and an amazing graphical artist. He did that THC logo right there. That's right there on the screen where it says THC. He developed that type font. This guy, he does the audio, he does the visual. And, he's a nice guy to boot. Here's his track, Scope Coast. I hold on. Let me look again. This is a weird name. Skopos. Shkopos. This album goes all over the place. It's kind of left field to stompy acid, and this is kind of in between. Oh, Digimutual Identities logo. Yeah, he is a wizard. He's also got his hands in just about everybody's flyer in one way or another, if you pay attention. So here's Ryote. Let's see if I can get the right lever. That was Ryote. This next one that I was showing you these images of is a Devious One release. Oh, man. But you know what? I cannot tell you what the title of these tracks are because I cannot read this stuff. Like this right here in this light is it's just scribbles. No idea. People who make records, if you are listening to this, please, if you really want people to know what the names of your songs are, print the label out and see if you can read it and see if I can read it before you have your records pressed. Anyway, so I don't know what the track is, but this is a Devious One track off of this recent release. It's a double EP? I don't know, double LP, double EP. For those who know, Devious One is sort of the patron saint of Minneapolis Techno. He lives in Berlin now, I believe, full time, but he's sold a lot of speakers to a lot of people in this city and has a lot to do with how we listen to techno music and why the Midwest likes these awesome sound systems so much. I'd say even love. Like, I love them. Can't wait to love them up. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in South St. Paul in Telefunk. If you haven't heard about it, Overlook Hotel. Thanks for what you do, Zach. I'll let you guys listen to this track. Deciphered it. It's called, the album release is called Beta Sensory Motor Rhythm. Light Lunch is a focus on Minneapolis house, techno, acid, whatever you want to call it. I don't really like genres. That was produced by Devious One. I am going to play some Hecadecimal next. Hecadecimal is this guy, Josh. And I once helped throw a show to have him play in a barbecue a long time ago. I'm pretty proud of him watching these records come out. This one is on Kajunga. Release is Critters. And this track is Acid. Acid something. Oh my gosh, let me look. It's a good one though. Acid Tenders. So kind of like chicken tenders maybe. Oh no, I'm going to have to ask him about that one. Whoop. Let's start again. Hecadecimal, otherwise known as Josh Bestian. No lie, really. I'm rating these selections that are really kind of Neil's. But when he buys these, he knows I'm the one who plays records. He doesn't really mix records. But then again, I don't really mix techno. Which leads me to my next selection, System. Had to let the acid finish. Thanks, Josh Hecadecimal. You know, Joe White keeps saying I'm picking all of his favorite tracks, and this next one I haven't even picked a track yet. As you could see, I had to take it out of the plastic in order to get the record out of the thing, and it probably has never been put on a turntable because it is a system record. And if I was going to play techno and Neil were going to play techno, we'd probably do it on a digital. But this one, let's see, Mike Gervais, he's the dude behind System. What is System? Well, if you weren't there, I'm sorry, doesn't exist anymore. But if you were, you know, let's see, these tracks, we got a Ben Sims remix, a Drum Cell remix, a Dustin Zahn remix, and an MG's Swollen Revelations mix. Which remix do we want to hear? Joe, but I need your help on this one. Do you want to hear the Resonate Ben Simmons remix, Cut and Thrust Drum Cell remix, Fist Dustin Zahn remix? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to pick the Dustin Zahn remix. Dustin Zahn is another producer from Minneapolis, and so it's kind of a double whammy. We get Mike G and Dustin Zahn all together in one. Zahn helped produce The Great Beyond along with Intellifunk. His label Enemy Records is his baby, but he lives in Berlin now too, so kind of a defector, or what do we call them? Expats, maybe? So we'll play Fist, the Dustin Zahn remix, if I can figure out. Oh, it's B1. Okay, so this side says B, this side says A right there. So I think I got it. B's got the words. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which track is which. I don't know how long the techno can go on being unmixed, because this kind of stuff isn't meant to be listened to track by track like this. It's meant to be layered and woven and delayed and re-looped and, processed again. This is a Dustin Zahn remix of a Mike Gervais production. Time picking other tracks. There's just so many records here. glad you're enjoying it. This is by no means a complete list of producers in Minneapolis. This is what I could fit in an hour. That one's Mike G remixed by Dustin Zahn doing the techno thing. And I like techno. I don't particularly like listening to techno in my house. I had tuned into Twitch streams earlier in the pandemic when Intellifunk was doing some Twitch stuff, which I really enjoyed. I'd tune in my basement and dance. But I don't really like just generally listen to techno as like easy listening music. It's not very easy listening, I guess. But this next one is On the Nice One, which is Jeff Swift's label, like I said. And it is the Live on DuPont EP by Christian James. Christian James is like one of those guys that's always kind of ducking down behind the speakers because he just turned on the fan, or he's taking out the trash, or he's working the door, but really he's running the party. So thanks to Christian for all the work you've done over the years. This one, I don't know the title because I can't read it. I think maybe I just need to get some real glasses instead of reading glasses. Maybe it's just me. Thanks for coming along for the ride. This is Miss Elaine Eos, and you're on the Headspace Collective Twitch channel. I'll be doing this every Tuesday at 11 a.m. for, I don't know, till I change my mind and pick another time. Tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, Neil Fox will be on the Twitch stream too, possibly joined by Joe Bot. And then you would get the Tech Bot, because Neil Fox calls his nickname's Techno. I know it's silly, but it's from when he lived in Tennessee. In Tennessee, he was, hey, Techno, that guy that likes techno. So I'm sure you can imagine how he got the name. But Techno rarely plays techno. Anyway, here's some house. I know he loves this one too. Maybe I'll dig up the name for you. Christian James. That's Christian James on the live on DuPont CD or EP. Sorry. I also lived on DuPont once upon a time, just before my baby was born. So that one has a special meaning for me. It's got the picture of the sign at Franklin and DuPont, which was just a block from the house I lived in, but that's on the label there. Thanks for that one, that kind of old disco-y feel. Definitely something I like, but with a lot of new kick. I'm going to be wrapping up things here at the light lunch. Gonna figure out where we're going. But I'm going to play a little bit more of this Nude Ants track that I played at the beginning for a little bit of an outro, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to raid. It's likely going to be DJ Heather, so hang on tight. I like Heather's stuff. She's pretty good at avoiding the drum rolls. Just, occasionally one sneaks in. She'll try and filter it down a little like I do. Thank you for joining me. This is a lot of fun digging in the crate of local releases and shouting out all this amazing talent that's right under our noses here in Minneapolis. You know, DJ Heather doesn't look like she's on. She was on last night, and I wonder if that has something to do with it. Usually she's sticking to her midday hustle every day. But I think Sam Tweaks is rocking out over in Wales. So let me type this in. I think what Sam Tweaks means is, tweaks the spindle on the record player, perhaps. He plays a lot of 45s, lots of 45s, lots and lots and lots. I sometimes think, what if I had gotten into 45s? Would I have just kept playing records because it wouldn't have been too heavy to carry? You only get to carry what you're going to play. Oh, here we go. I'm pressing go. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for everything. We'll see you next time on the Headspace Collective channel.